Earth could turn into a hothouse planet like Venus, with boiling oceans and acid rain, if humans don't curb irreversible climate change. Physicist Stephen Hawking claimed in a recent interview, "We are close to the tipping point, where global warming becomes irreversible." Trump's action could push the Earth over the brink to become like Venus, with temperatures of 250 degrees Celsius and raining sulfuric acid, he told BBC, referring to the president's decision to put the U.S. out of the Paris climate deal. Today we're going to be discussing why mobilizing criminal law to protect people and the planet is necessary for Earth's survival. Imagine a life where every day you wake up to get out from your bed and polluted water is above your kneecaps and it's just getting higher and higher every day. Imagine walking in your village and the next finding it on fire because big corporations like Amazon need to build a new manufacturing site. Imagine losing your loved ones, your beloved towns, all because President Trump couldn't believe in climate change. Well, that is already happening, and it won't stop until we all understand that we are at risk of ruining our home, planet Earth, forever. According to the Guardian article, just 100 companies have been the source of more than 70% of the world's greenhouse gases emissions since 1988. We'll be discussing why the ecocide law is required, how it would disrupt the cycle of the climate crisis, what life would look like for the world, and what can be done. First, let's see what is going on today. So the destruction of the planet is being caused by mass corporations. This isn't spoken about a lot, but also the result of colonization still affects us today, especially indigenous people and people who live in hotter climates. Also, organizations like the United Nations have failed to prohibit ecocide. So, what is ecocide law? Ecocide is loss or damage or destruction of ecosystems of a given territory, such that peaceful enjoyment by the inhabitants has been or will be severely diminished. Swedish Prime Minister Olof Palme in the early 1970s coined this term because of the environmental damage caused by the Vietnam War. This term is not new, but is becoming more and more popular. According to ecocidelaw.com, ecocide is a crime against the earth, not just humans. Further, ecocide can also be climate crime. Dangerous industrial activities causes climate ecocide. Currently, there is a missing responsibility to protect the earth. Unlike crimes against humanity, ecocide has severe impacts on inhabitants, not just humans. There is no accountability towards CEOs, presidents, anyone of higher power that hasn't been held individual criminal responsibility before. Thus, what is required is the expansion of our collective duty of care to protect the natural living world and all life. International ecocide crime is a law to protect the earth. Now, how is it possible? Those with the greatest incentive, small island nations at the front line of climate breakdown, already have the power to propose this amendment. All they require is expert legal support and practical assistance, which the Ecocide organization can provide, and the safety of public support and visibility, which you can provide. According to stopecocide.org, it's a simple legal process, and any member, however small, can propose an amendment to the International Criminal Courts. Now, this sounds like a lot, but it's actually really simple, and I will mention that later. A criminal law of ecocide prevents investors from backing ecocidal practices and ensures them from underwriting them. Persons of superior responsibility become individually criminally responsible for ecocide, which they knowingly or neglectingly cause by engaging in ecocidal practices or issuing permits for them. On September 7, 2019, Stroud pledged to join a pilot #EarthProtectorTowns scheme. Stop ecocide. Change the law, Director Jojo Meth said. Stroud Town Council is leading the way towards a new framework for municipal life. Their pledge to become an Earth Protector town and support ecocide law is a powerful first step. Although creating laws like the ecocide law may be challenging, people's lives have been at risk, especially indigenous peoples and their land, and soon the rest of the world. Now let's see how the Earth would be if the law is passed. Making ecocide crime will stop territories being destroyed for profit. Inhabitants, both humans and animals, will thrive and be in their natural ecosystems. Picture these landscapes still intact, animals not becoming extinct, fossil fuels being removed altogether. Our Earth is strong, but without humans not trying to make moves to protect it, we cease to exist. So, how you can help? I want you to take out your phones and open up your camera and click on the QR code right here. This will sign you up as an Earth Protector. With your signing, you will show how internationally this needs to happen. Thank you for listening.